Welcome to another edition of VOYR AMA. I am your MC, or whatever you want to call me, Enrique Barreto. And with me, I do have Rob Levy, the New Yorker. I don't know what her name is anymore. Then we have some dude that has some crazy connotation in his face, which is typically our CTO. And we have a special guest, but we're not going to tip what the special guest is just yet. Dave South is about to join us, but with that said, I am going to actually take the helm to give you the best information that I can give you when it comes to VOYR, which launches Wednesday. That's how it's looking at. Obviously, for those that have been following us for a long time, this is an iconic moment for all of us. It's an iconic moment for social media, simply because we are about to launch the first social exchange platform that is going to be powered by blockchain and crypto, that pays the creators 100% of their proceeds or the royalties of everything that they share with their fans. And obviously, not that this for financial advice, but if you are into crypto, it actually helps those crypto investors as well by holding what we call the VOYR token, utility token. So, Rob, Mara, are you guys concerned at all? Are you excited? I told Rob my dream this morning, which I woke up on a basically on a nightmare, but it's all good. It's all good. I'll share with everybody later. But what do you guys have to say?
First of all, I would like to point out what our CTO is doing in the background, which I think is hilarious.
Hey, T is technology. This is technology, man.
It's almost distracting and not this. It's as distracting as my background, probably.
Yeah.
So it's all good. All good.
Oh my goodness. I want to see just the big one.
So the reason I'm actually doing this today is because this is the stuff, you'll be able to do on VOYR. Right now I broadcast on Twitch. I got to do it on Twitch. We're gonna be adding live video, so we're gonna be able to have streaming capabilities. So you're gonna be able to do stuff like this. So I figured it'd be a really good live example of what you're gonna be able to see on VOYR, including myself doing just this, driving in circles, round and round.
If you want to see it, it's gonna be on VOYR. As long as it's legal in the country of origin, it will be able to be on VOYR for sure.
Yeah, so here's my perspective, Enrique. I mean, I joined the team in May or June. And every AMA that we join, we're like, oh yeah, it's coming. Like, here's what we're going to be doing. We're so excited. It's coming. And now it's here. And this is our last Sunday AMA before the platform is launching. And that to me is exhilarating. It's all this hard work, sweat, blood, tears, it's coming to fruition. And I think I said this before, this is still the beginning. This is the very beginning on Wednesday, and then we're gonna have a whole slew of things to do. So I'm super excited. We've been gearing up for this moment for a very long time. I think we're ready. We're ready emotionally, physically, technologically. We are all ready. So I'm excited.
I mean, clearly we're ready. If you see Brandon basically doing VR, so we cannot be more ready.
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah, exactly. New Yorker. First of all, you had a mic drop performance last Wednesday AMA. So and it was iconic in nature that we are even editing that right now and putting it somewhere to make sure that people understand how you interact with pandas and different things in Times Square. What say you?
I have a plan for launch Wednesday.
Hopefully you don't get arrested. That's all I'm asking. Just don't get arrested.
Why not?
What's going on? What is going on with you, knowing that finally we've gotten into a launch day of VOYR for Wednesday?
It's nerve-wracking. It's exciting. I mirror everything that that Rob just said. It's it's not. There's relief. We're finally launching. It's what's the next level of crazy that's gonna happen after this? So it's truly exciting. Getting on to the next phase of this, we've been talking about it. We've been, you guys have been things and moving things around and making the experience more robust for the creator, for the user. And launch day just means that it's going to open a million more doors to other levels of what this thing could be. So it's really exciting.
I agree. Well, if there is one guy that doesn't sleep in this team, he is located somewhere over there, like in the corner.
No,
Yeah, like over there. That guy. And he's wearing a Chicago Bears shirt. So I believe that's a Chicago Bears shirt. I don't want to screw that.
Their locker. Yeah.
But Dr. Dave Siles, how are you doing this morning? And what is the state of the union when it comes to VOYR from your perspective?
State's good. I'm actually late getting on the AMA because I was on the phone with our developers. So move to AWS is complete. All the data is now running on there. We're coordinating when we're going to cut the URL over. We're probably going to do it sometime tonight so it doesn't disrupt some of their testing. They're doing end-to-end unit testing right now. So at some point, if you're trying to hit beta.demo.voyr.me and it stops responding, just go to voyr.me because that'll be the URL. Everything's moved over. FaceTech is turned off. We are pushing transactions through. We've actually we've cleared almost $1,000 in transactions in the last 24 hours. So
wow,
people are testing and playing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the accounting's there. It's kind of cool to see. We've done almost 5,000 on memories on the NFT marketplace.
5,000 transactions on memories. Wow,
no, $5,000 worth of transactions.
Wow.
So
still amazing.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, our community, they're buying and selling and trading NFTs. It's kind of cool.
Well, that's very good to hear. And as a refresher for everybody, the link, it's right here. It's going to be voyr.me. Yep. If you still want to be a creator, and you should be, because there's benefit for you as a creator, you can go to this link for me there, but I don't think you want to go there anymore because it's just VOYR. So
just voyr.me. It doesn't. Those links don't apply anymore. Website.
There you go. There you go. It's open. I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. There's no
over. It's just here. It's just live now. It's
no, I know. Just the pre-game's over, which is exciting.
Which is kind of cool because in our green room we do have a creator that is very special to us. We're not gonna tip off who it is, but she will be, or he will be the last creator that is.
We're not gonna tip it off, but she. Oops.
I said she or he. I am like changing stuff. It's all good. It's all good.
No, but nobody noticed the correction there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is no Kahoot today. I see some people asking in the chat. There's a Kahoot. There's no Kahoot today, so it's this is all just celebratory, getting ready for launch. And yeah, no, I mean, if you haven't signed up, obviously get ready to sign up for the platform. Just come to the platform and sign up. We did like I said, turn FaceTech off. So one of the things you'll notice when you sign up now, it'll let you in, but then you're going to get a pause because we'll have to verify you identity before you can create. And that's just something we're doing for an interim amount of time. We will turn FaceTech back on once we get more validation in. But again, the failure rate on desktop was way too high for the experience we want to give, and so we modified it. But other than that, yeah. No, and then we'll have the NFT marketplace out about 2 weeks later from Wednesday, and people are already minting and selling, obviously, like I said. So there's a few bug things we got to get squashed there, but memories is pretty close too.
So Dave,
yeah.
Dave, let me ask you this question. Obviously, to do a recap for the audience, right? There's the features that VOYR Me are gonna have, posting, all that. Can we walk through the and we've talked about the minimal viable product, or like my friend Rob likes to say, minimal lovable product. So let's set the ground straight. What's gonna come in on Wednesday? What's coming in after that? Because obviously it's about innovation after VOYR launches. Let's just put that. So what's the vision? What's going on through your mind from a visionary roadmap perspective that sets up maybe 3 months from the launch out or something of that nature?
Sure. So on Wednesday, we will have messaging, private messaging, direct messaging, premium messaging, posts, stories, and sales. By Friday, we'll have subscriptions turned on. by a week from Wednesday, we'll have live video turned on. Live video will bring one-to-one, one-to-many, and in-video tipping. Right. That's
Wait,
considered.
let's just pause right there because that's
Yeah.
amazing. First of all, because that was a feature that was going to be coming like maybe a month or two later. So you're saying we
Right.
brought that back?
We did, because remember we took a pause, right? So we took the 3-week delay to try to fix the face tech issues, and as part of that, they kept working on parallel on the video. So we kind of caught up to that timeline. So we're only going to be about a week out from the video. Video is actually working. I saw a demo of it yesterday. The experience is pretty cool. They wanted to get one bug squashed on the iOS side, on the Apple side, I should say. It's not necessarily an app, but yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
That's great.
And
That's
then
awesome.
Face Tech will get turned back on here somewhere. I'm hoping to do Face back within the month, because I honestly don't want to manually process a lot of verifications, but we're going to have to for an amount of time. And then we're already have a roadmap for the next phase. The next phase, oh, by the way, there will also be hashtags, and hashtags are views inside of VOYR. So you can search and categorize and follow any topic, any category, any person you like. The next phase of it is audio chat rooms is where we're going to go after this, and that's to kind of think about it as Clubhouse, but it'll be audio chat rooms with some video stages, if you're thinking about that, audio video stages, and then you'll have the ability to have premium rooms there, so you can get in state, you can go in the room, listen. You could have the ability to essentially say it's let's say it's our guest coming up, and you wanted to ask them a question, right? And you wanted to guarantee your question got asked. You could tip them so the opportunity to get on stage, ask the question, things along those lines. So putting a little bit of additional incentive on top of that, right? And then beyond that, really, sky's kind of the limit. We did have one feature that was requested by one of our creators. We calling it the fair slice, because of the way we had to do modifications for both subscriptions and then purchases. It's taking a little bit longer time to get fair slice across the entire platform. So that's also one feature. We're hoping to have a launch date. It's not going to be there, but it'll be within the month. So, but that'll be there, and then you have the opportunity to sell content, say pay what you want or pay what you can, if the creator chooses to turn that on. So,
and we love that feature, right? We know what that feature is going to mean for fans and whatnot, and for the creators, right? There's sometimes some fans that don't have the necessary means to purchase for content, so having that feature helps a lot. It helps a lot of the community and whatnot.
I'll pay Brandon not to crash, because
Literally
driving.
VOYR
logo car, right? Isn't that who he's driving?
I don't know what he's driving, but I'm about to ask him, as I always ask him, Senor Brandon, what is in your critical path? What's keeping you up at night? Or
make 3 turns every.
Well, now he's gonna crash because I'm asking him.
It's it's just making sure everything runs smoothly, making sure that we, can deliver what we say, and everything is on track for that. But everything has its and there comes a wall, and everything is going for it. But it's it's one of those things. Once it's out, I think somebody mentioned the word pregame. That's all this is. This is the pregame. We haven't even started the game yet, so we still got a lot of work ahead of us, and that's pretty much. I won't say it keeps me up at night, but definitely is on my mind. And I just want everything to go smoothly. I want to have a place for creators to come and just, be with their fans and not have to worry about whether or not the platform is going to be a dick and get in the way of everything. It's really gonna. Hey, VOYR's 18 and over. 18 and over. You know what?
You don't want the platform to be a dick?
I don't. What know what? Platforms just stay out of the way. It's just the relationship is between the fans, the creators, and let the platform just do it. It just be the middleman, but shut up. Do what you're supposed to do. So that's what we're offering here. Using crypto, using blockchain, being we're actually getting out of the way as part of the payments. So you're paying the creator directly. So it's being able to just make sure all of that goes smoothly, and creators have a place to come and land safely and interact every day with their fans. That's what keeps me going too. might keep me up, but it also keeps me going.
I think that's a trending hashtag. Platform don't be a dick.
I like it.
I'm just saying.
You know, thank God I don't run. Thank God I don't run marketing for this organization, so this is good.
Well, that's why I stay out of marketing.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, I'm not sure about that, but sure, it sounds great. Creatively sounds great.
Maybe
All
that
right.
could be a shirt in the store, like Brandon CTO.
That could be a
Dick
shirt.
platform.
Which you do make a very good point. It is not too late to actually purchase merch from our store. If you go to store.voyer.me, you're gonna see some shirts where there's a presidential collection. There is a CTO. I don't know, is the CTO one still out there? I mean, I think I bought one, and I'm still waiting for a signature from our CTO.
That was supposed to be limited edition. Why is it still out there? And you should not be able to buy that. I don't want anybody buying that. Don't buy it.
I don't know, dude. I don't
You
know.
can stop buying it when we launch.
All right, so there you go. So when we launch, they're over. So if you're gonna buy some of the exclusive crazy shirts, hoodies, everything that we've done, go to store.voyer.me to actually do that.
I need a hoodie.
You need a hoodie? Well, it's getting cold in New York, I'm sure. So I'm sure. Crazy Diamond, I see that you asked a question, and I'm trying to understand, what level do we already have until gameplay? Or are you talking about Brandon and his gameplay on the level that he's in? I don't know. He seems to be doing good, although I don't see any cars. So I'm not sure.
I see the launch day T-shirt here coming up right now.
Platform don't be a dick. There it is. Hashtag platform don't be a dick. It is that easy. I'm sure that we will have a shirt and mugs on that hashtag by the end of the day. They'll be ready and available. So, with that, Dave, before we introduce our creator and we pass it to Rob and the New Yorker, anything that you have to say, brother?
My shirt will drop on Wednesday.
Ooh.
I've had a design for a long time.
That shirt.
Yes, it's a secret. It's a secret.
Yeah.
It's a secret shirt.
So secret.
Well,
I don't even know about it.
I did one for myself, and I'm going to put it up on Wednesday.
Maybe there may be two shirts. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Perfect.
Maybe there's two shirts.
Good thing I have the login.
Good thing we know where to do this on another place.
That's fine. Cool. And then, on top of that, just get on Voyeur, have some fun, and invite your friends because, it's a fun place, but it's a lot more fun when you have your friends there. Otherwise,
I can't wait to see the hashtags that are going to be created. Like I'm in anticipation of hashtags, the views, it's gonna.
Unfortunately, I did have to work on the blacklist a little bit with the team because they wanted what hashtags you want to blacklist, so they're never on the platform. And Macrame did make the short list there, so
perfect.
That's good.
It did. We blacklisted it, so you can't talk about Macrame.
See, that's bullshit. That is bullshit that you cannot talk. And I am saying it. I love macrame, and you guys know I'm an expert on macrame.
And why would there be a blacklist on the platform, guys? I mean, there's no censorship. That was
I should be able to show with my.
You're calling me out, and you're like, "What blacklist? We didn't have a blacklist in our feature set."
I was just letting you go. I was sitting here questioning it in my mind.
All right.
I was just excited that it was ending up on a blacklist. I got too excited to think about that.
Well, we'll need another hashtag like macrame don't be a dick. I don't know.
You're welcome all. As long as it's legal. If it's something that comes up and it's illegal, we'll probably put it on the blacklist. But other than that, that's about it. Everything else is welcome. So. All right. Well, that's it. I think we should invite our special guest because
yes,
I think it's time.
I am going to get off the stage, and I'll let you guys, like you've done with every other creators, talk about what are we about to see, and then we will bring this creator online. So, Rob Mara, take it away.
So I'll do a quick introduction, and then Mara, you can chime in if you'd like, and then we can bring this person on. And so maybe we can also remove the car so it's not a distraction to this creator. I think the intro I want to just provide is when Voyeur started, their mission in life was to do good in this world and to give back to the community and give creators a stage to be themselves and in turn do good to their communities. And so that is really the foundation of what VOYR wants to be. And when I found this specific creator, I think this person encompasses those values, and she is out there, excuse me, she or her or him. Is that, yeah, I blew it. I'm just so excited. Is out there to do good in this world and spread, it's obviously a woman, spread her word and do good in this world. And I think her mission is amazing. And I'm so excited that she's joining VOYR. And so I am privileged to honor Crybaby to the VOYR platform as an ambassador. So hello
everyone.
there.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, how you doing today?
I am good. It is around 7 a.m. my time, so
bright and early.
Apologies for not being in my studio today, but I'm so glad to be here.
So I think to the VOYR audience, they might not know exactly, like you kind of mentioned, you're not in the studio. That might be a sneak preview, but like give us a little sense of who you are. Who is Crybaby?
Absolutely. For sure. So my name is Crybaby. I'm a Billboard featured queer artist. And something that's unique to me is that I write all gender neutral and inclusive music. So what that means is all of my music is free of pronouns, whether that's she, him, they. I pretty much just negate all of them altogether, so that way anyone who identifies as something outside the gender binary knows that music is also for them. And it just creates a more inclusive music for everyone.
I think that's amazing. I think that's really inspiring. And I would love to know, like, where did this start? Why did you decide to go down this path?
Yeah, absolutely. I am a proud and open bisexual. That's something that's really important to me to speak from that perspective and create from that perspective. So in thinking about that, I thought about, how can I share my perspective in a way that is inclusive for people so that, someone who's listening to my music doesn't have to sort of adjust the pronouns to make the nature of the song make sense to them or fit with their life or be able to send to their partner. And I thought, that really doesn't exist, and not in an intentional way anyway. So I wanted to change that.
I think before I even spoke to you for the very first time I think it's on your website, and I always bring up this quote, but you said that you're on a mission to redefine inclusive music. And I think that's really special. And I've never actually seen anything or anybody want to do that before. So again, it just caught my attention. I was like, wow, we have to bring this person on the platform, because I think, she really wants to do good in this world. And that's really inspiring.
To me.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
So as far, sorry, go ahead. Mara, go ahead.
What I love about all this, I wanted to put my 2 pennies in, is that the work that you're doing will normalize this one day. And that is such an exciting, for me, just something so exciting to be walking towards, to be able to see that we will live in a place one day where we're not bound by gender, where you don't have to struggle to identify, especially with folks that are younger, that are discovering who they are. I think it's so important to have an inclusive environment, and I love what you're doing, because I was a teacher for many, many years, and I saw a lot of young people struggle a lot with finding their place in the world. And I want to live in a world where it's just normal to not have gender attached to something like a love song or a song of angst or whatever it is, or an anthem. I think it's great. And I really appreciate you for the work that you're doing. So thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah.
So as a musician, we talk relatively frequently. You're always in the studio. Like, give us a sense of like, you know,
Yes.
day-to-day life for Crybaby. Like, what are you doing daily? Like, are you writing songs every day? Like, well, I guess give us like a sense of what you're doing.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, as Rob maybe maybe to an extent knows, no day looks the same to
Yep.
me. My schedule can get a little bit crazy. But yeah, I'm very frequently in the studio. I was privileged to be able to build a new studio over the pandemic with a couple of my collaborators. And when I say like we built the studio, I mean like we built it like construction and insulation and painting and like the whole 9 yards. So I was really thrilled to put that together. If you check out my Instagram, and obviously once you check out my VOYR, you'll know that my key color is purple. And so I was really excited to kind of deck out one of the studio rooms in all purple and kind of create this environment that feels really friendly for me to create in. And that's where I spend a lot of my time. I'll do songwriting there, I'll do tracking there. I'll do listening sessions there where, I just listen back to previous songs or kind of where we're at in a mix. I'm also very privileged to have a wonderful partner and a wonderful engineer who I co-produce music with. And it's just, the workflow changes all the time, but it's one that's ever evolving. And luckily my team is fantastic. So, that's pretty much where I am a lot of the time.
That's great. That's great. Now I'm a wannabe rock star, but I could never get like the songwriting down. And I'm always fascinated by musicians being able to like create art through words and a melody. Like I'm really good at this, like the music side, but not like the song, the lyrics. So like how do you write songs? How do you get that motivation? Where's the inspiration? No, I know where the inspiration is, but like, how do you actually take inspiration and put it down on a piece of paper for lyrics?
It's a really good question, and I'm really glad you brought it up because I am really interested in using VOYR to kind of share a little bit of that process. It's not something that I've really opened up about on other social media platforms. I talk about it a little bit in interviews sometimes, but I'd love to put together kind of a video of my songwriting process and put that as something that's available on VOYR. So great question. But I'll answer in sort of a succinct way just for y'all today. It's basically just a stream of consciousness for me. I will be listening to a beat that my producer has made, and I will literally turn the mic on and just sing what I hear. I am trained in jazz, but both classically and in jazz, but a big part of jazz is just improvisation. So just playing what you hear. And of course, with voice as my instrument, it's just singing what I hear. And a lot of times that comes out as sort of a mix of melodies and words, but not always, usually kind of just like sounds. Then I'll come up with a key phrase and then I'll work around that. And then it's kind of like a puzzle, each piece just kind of presents itself in a certain way. And then I'll get stuck on something for a while and I'll try and put, a corner piece in the middle and it really won't work. And then I'll realize that it's a corner piece. And then, I'll just keep working on it day by day. But a lot of times it comes together in a session of about 5 to 8 hours.
A whole song, 5 to 8 hours.
At least the outline, usually.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And so like on iTunes right now, you have, I think, 5 songs, an album. I think they call that like an EP. Am I saying that right? Yep.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. Yeah.
Right. What can fans and audience members expect from like more music being published?
So we are kind of going in a more, my stuff in the past has been like pop soul, neo soul, and I'm headed in a little bit of a more lo-fi production style. So elements of jazz, elements of electronic music kind of fused into one, but still bringing my sort of classic songwriting style. There'll be some happy stuff, there'll be some sad stuff. You will just have to stay tuned.
Have to see. All right, I'm excited. What is your, aside from your own songs, like what musicians do you get your inspiration from? Who's like, if you had to, go to Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, like what do you put on?
It's such a hard question because I feel like my range of genres is massive. It's a lot of jazz, but it's also, I pick up inspiration from just everything, honestly. Totally random stuff. I love to discover new artists. One of the things that I've done on my Instagram platform, which has been really fun, is put together playlists outlining just like all kinds of different genres, but everyone on the playlist is part of the LGBTQ plus community. So it's just been kind of an interesting way to hear what's new and what's relevant right now from a queer perspective. And I think one of those is actually still up, so you can check that out on my Spotify profile. It is Crybaby on Spotify and everywhere else, and will be on VOYR too. Okay. So yeah, it's almost hard to answer because it's such a wide range. Right. But definitely check out one of those playlists to get sort of just a little sneak peek.
I feel exactly the same way. I mean, Rob and I mean, if I remove this virtual background, you're going to see guitars and I have keyboards and all that kind of stuff, right? And to me, I am a frustrated musician because I'll come up with a riff like that. It could be, and I can sympathize with what you say from a genre. One day I'm 9 Inch Nails, the other day I'm Little Nas. One day so I'm all over the place. So I'll come up with the
next day you're Crybaby going forward.
But then here's the thing. The hardest part for me is always, what is this going to be the lyrics for? What is the emotion that I want that is going to capture me and hit me and get my hairs up and say, oh, this is a great song, right? This is a good, and I'm a frustrated artist for that. So I'm glad to see that you have that master because I just don't.
Hey, I mean, there are so many different elements that to be good at and to be bad at, I've been trying to develop my ear a little bit, but I am no mix engineer. I can do a really, really basic mix, but there are things that I don't hear yet. Oh, awesome! Thanks so much for listening. I think it's Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, so awesome! Love to hear it. So yeah, there are just so many elements to put together, so it's okay to have strengths in one area and then be working to improve in a different one.
I agree indeed. I agree.
Last question for you is, as far as a creator, so I think I said this to you on our first conversation, we are building this platform for creators. We know technology very, very well. You are a creator, and VOYR is going to be successful because of people like you. So what can VOYR do to make sure that the experience for you as a creator and for your fans is excellent? Because that is going to be what makes VOYR go viral, that experience for you and fans. So what can we do? And now that you're talking to our two founders, the other one is racing, probably hit the wall or something.
Somewhere.
Tell them, what do they need to make sure to do to make this an amazing experience for you?
Mm-hmm. I think it's all about the user experience, and being able to constantly evolve and just keep iterating, fixing bugs, fixing design flaws, making it a platform that feels really good to be on the moment that you get there. Obviously, the process to getting there is another big one, and making sure that not everybody understands all of the intricacies of cryptocurrency, and being an app that's kind of shining the light on the future is definitely something that we can all work on.
I think it's important what you just said, and very well said, right? I think that, one of the things that we've been working from the beginning is to make sure that, yeah, sure, from a creator's perspective, there's a benefit, right? I put something there, I get 100%. From a fan's perspective, is how quickly they can get into the platform. But I think that we're in an injunction point where crypto being so widely talked, there's a lot of audiences that want to get into crypto. They want to get it, and they want to find out a medium where they can get it and say, you know what, I own crypto, right? So our goal from an enablement perspective is to make sure that we're training anybody that we can support them so they can get in. And I'm gonna call it a win if they get a crypto wallet and they get into VOYR. I'm gonna call it a win because that is the first step, is that crypto wallet that acts as an ID. But I know that my co-founder Dave and I and Brandon, we've been talking about different ways. I know that we're gonna have different methods to make sure that this process is seamless and ultimately to get that user to say, I own crypto, I am in VOYR, and I can see whatever I want based on that. What do you think, Dave?
Well, I love Francisco's comment here. I think we have a slogan or a new song coming, maybe.
I just saw that too. That's awesome.
I love it.
But no, it's an absolute valid concern. And honestly, the first time Rick exchanged kind of messages with Crybaby was talking about how to help her get set up with crypto and do transactions. So, it's something that's really dear to us. We have to be able to help educate not only our creators on the platform, but the fans on the platform, the community. And absolutely agree. Anybody, it can be daunting coming in. Understand it. You're probably setting yourself up for the next 50 years. So it's where the world's going. The other thing I thought about is I was just exchanging messages with another creator that's on our platform, Daryl Craig Harris. He actually has a podcast called Music Matters. We should make the introduction here too, because I think it would be an amazing podcast for him to interview you and be able to share your story that way. He's got a massive podcast, almost like I think it's 300,000 or 400,000 people on that, and on a weekly basis.
Fun, yeah.
He's getting ready to do a kind of a world tour himself. So just things popped in my head. I think that's the one thing that's gonna be really cool, is watch creators come together and collaborate. I think there's a lot of cool things that are gonna happen in that space, and I think there's some that are even coming up even more sooner. And that's the beautiful thing about the platform. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, my view of VOYR is, we built it, but we don't own it, right? We built it for the community. The community will own it, and in the long term, the community will decide where it goes. And that's really what I want to do. I just want to leave it with enough trust fund, I guess, to go to college and get really smart.
Now, Rob, I know that when we were before setting up the show, we were talking about NFTs. Like, what? There's something with NFTs here going on. I don't want to lead you guys, but what's this NFT stuff that I heard in the background?
That's a pretty broad question.
Something about Cinta Scotch. Something about.
I'll ask a question to Jay. How about this?
Okay.
So Jay, when we initially spoke and we were talking about VOYR, and we were talking about all the different types of creators that are joining, whether you're a musician or an artist or a model or anybody, we were talking about, again, who was on the platform. And I think you mentioned that you really enjoyed a specific creator that's joining VOYR. And so maybe we'll just start there. Like, who on VOYR that you've seen are you excited to see on VOYR that you like? I don't know if that was the best question to ask, but a little bit more pointed than Enrique's. Tell me about NFTs.
I'm just going to shut down the camera.
I think we have a new host. All right. Well, definitely two stick out to me. One, Amma Pound Cake is I don't want to explain her platform wrong, but just go check her out because she is incredible. I really, really like what she's doing. And I know we mentioned before, she's already come up with the Fair Slice, what's the word? Not rule.
Fair Slice, yeah.
Do that functionality. Yeah, so that's someone who I think is really amazing. And then I know we sort of hinted at it also, Javier, who makes these incredibly creative short videos that I've seen on Instagram thus far. Basically, it's like some combination of sort of like stop motion animation and photography. I can't wait to get into it with him because I just find what he does to be so visually engaging and unique. And along the NFT route, I was actually talking with Rob and Mara about the idea of doing a collaborative NFT together. And that would be something that would be exclusive to Voyr and just so much fun to create. So I'm really looking forward to kind of going more down that path and doing that NFT together.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that'll be so cool. It's like Javier, you know, for anybody that's joined previous ones we talked about him, he's so out of the box as far as like his artistic ability to put random things together. And I think a collaboration with you and him, I think that'd be awesome. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and it speaks that collaborative effort that Dave was just mentioning, that, you know, when you're bringing together all of these creators, there is that natural overlap of, hey, how can we help each other out and work together and collaborate and have our art kind of come together and be one, you know? So
right. Yeah.
That's a really cool thing.
Right. That's great. Well, thank you so much for being here today. First of all, I know it's super early for you, so I really appreciate it.
No
thank
worries.
you for believing in us to help promote your vision and your mission. I think it's exceptionally special, and we want to do anything that we can to help support your cause. And so we really appreciate your support in this.
Thanks, everyone. I just want to congratulate Dave and Rob and Enrique and everyone here from the whole Voyr team. What an exciting time for you.
Well, thank you. Thanks for being on the platform.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for believing in us. Thank you for being in the platform. I'm going to be one of the first subscribers that I'm going to attach when you have your account and you have all that set up.
Awesome.
So can't wait.
Appreciate it. Cool.
Right.
Thanks, everyone.
Speaking of NFTs, hot off the presses.
Hot up the presses. I wonder, what do you have in mind?
Limited edition Voyr coins.
What is this?
Ooh.
Wow.
Tell us more, Dave.
I did not create them. This was a community submitted a coin, and Crazy Diamond is an amazing artist, and he has minted a limited edition of 10 Voyr coins that are going to be available for sale on Memories.
That is awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I swear, this is the first time I see this. This is good. I didn't know. This is awesome.
And there's the backside of it. You can collect the whole series. I just happen to own number 1.
How is that possible? You have number 1. Are you going to put it like for bid or something?
Possibly. Yeah, no, he created all these, and they're amazing. And I was going to share it with you guys earlier, but I know I was going to save it for Sunday. So he's got a whole series of them, by the way. If you go to Memories, you can. I think the B&B collection's up right now, and he did a series of all of them. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tender, Cardano, B&B, and then the limited edition Voyr. And Voyr is still in development, but yeah.
I do see our CTO doing some crazy stuff going on. Miss Crybaby, I'm just gonna send you out on the stage. That way you can get your most rested sleep. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful Sunday.
Absolutely.
You too.
And he crashed. Hopefully
I did.
our website will not crash compared to his crash here. I just want to make sure that I point that in. So look at that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I wanted to share those. So
that is actually very cool.
Mm-hmm. That is extremely cool, indeed.
There you go, Dave, with your Bears jersey, buzzing Soldier Field.
There you go, the flyover. All right. Well, I had to put that up there. Crazy Diamond. Thanks again, man. It's,
Yeah, it's so cool, Crazy Diamond.
but the front is amazing. I like and it's a glass cube too. That's the coolest thing about it. He actually like did the 3-dimension, but then it's inside a cube with reflective glass. I don't know how he pulls it off, but he's done some amazing NFTs, folks. So definitely check out his collection.
Looks amazing.
All right.
All right. Well, team, I mean, Wednesday. Dave, what time? Is there a time or is it just Wednesday 00?
No. Well, I will probably up at 00. It's not 00. So the official launch time that I have the development team working for, everything is 11 a.m. Eastern.
So 11 a.m. Eastern, Wednesday.
Yep.
Oh my God. I just don't have any words. I mean, from the beginning to this, finally be live to the amount of people that are waiting from it, to the creators that have been part of the beta. It's just it's
yeah,
overwhelming.
And people are asking, is there a party? Heck yes, there's a party. Yeah, no, well obviously we'll be on Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights AMA will be a party instead of an AMA because we'll either be answering questions about why it worked, why it didn't work, or we'll be watching us work. One of the three. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think about it. I got to think with the team. Maybe Wednesday we'll start a live stream and just kind of capture the entire moment.
Oh, I like that. So almost like an hour before or 2 hours before the 11 a.m. Eastern. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Either that or we'll just do 24 hours of VOYR. The first day.
All right.
We'll figure it out. We'll have to do something interesting. Have to get the little McDonald's counter going. Now serving.
Now serving number
20. Now serving 50. Now serving 500.
I wonder who's gonna be the number 50 or the number 25.
Well, technically we have 50 on the platform right now. There's 74 people that are registered, but we have to do a little bit of cleanup. So we'll get it back to the original number. But yeah,
that will be awesome. All right. Well, I don't have anything else to say other than wish us luck. If you're watching this, if you have any questions, you know how to reach us, whether it's through Discord or through email or through all the different ways that you are able to reach us out. Rob, Mara, I know that you guys have worked extremely hard on getting creators and ambassadors and doing enablement programs for our users. So thank you very much for what you've done. Brandon, I know that you've been working on the development side of the space. All that kind of stuff. So it is always appreciated. And then Dave, obviously, it goes without saying that the future of or the incarnation of this, we know VOYR, what became VOYR, came from that original idea that we had as founders. And your vision is what got us here. So thank you so much for that as well.
Yeah, team effort, man. Team effort.
I agree. Team effort it is. So with that said, I mean, that's Brandon's plane that he's going to buy on Thursday after Wednesday. That's what he's saying. So, and clearly I am not going to be flying on his plane if he's going to do these acrobatics in Chicago. So not sure.
Like I said, violating the Class A airspace, I'm surprised it hasn't been shot down yet.
Exactly. I mean, F-16s have not come in and shut him down already. He's just like nothing. I feel like they're all good. Great. But
pull up.
Oh my God. It's like I can't watch. All right. So with that said, we will have the AMA or we will have a launch on Wednesday. Stay tuned for details as we figure it out. And on behalf of the entire team, so Dave Siles, the New Yorker Mara Rivera, the Pac the Ka guy in Boston, Rob Levy.
Speaking of, you know what's happening this afternoon? Tom Brady from Tampa Bay Buccaneers is coming back to Patriots.
Sunday Night Football. It is the GOATs.
That is going to be wild.
Yes, it will be interesting if and specifically the New England crowd.
Is he going to get booed or like wooed?
Oh no, they already gave him a red ticker tape when he came in from the airport.
What?
There's They did. They gave him an escort from the airport to the hotel, and then there was 5,000 people in Providence last night at the hotel. It chanted all night long.
Wow.
Watch the news. It's been on all day. He's getting a hero's
So,
welcome.
well, there's a couple of weapons that he doesn't have for the game. Antonio Brown is out. Gronk is out. But that doesn't mean that the Buccaneers have plenty of weapons to be able to set a statement in the Patriots game tonight.
Yeah.
So if you're watching, we will be watching as well. So, team, thank you so much for everything. We're going to end the show, and we will see you on Wednesday AMA. Have a great day, everyone.
See you
Monday,
later.
no party. It's not an AMA on Wednesday.
It's a launch party. It's a
It's a
launch party. It's a launch party on Wednesday. I'm duly corrected.